Ronnie was really vocal about being a gamer. He told us multiple times that he played games 24/7, that his wife almost left him because he played video games so much. So I started kind of trying to watch what he was doing. Russell called him Captain Lurk a lot. He was always watching what everybody was doing. If you tried to whisper anything, Ronnie was coming right in. He was always up everybody's butt. I just didn't trust him. He kind of got his stories twisted. I could tell he was acting a lot. I just didn't trust him. I had a good gut feeling about him. So he was not he's not a very good actor. I don't really know what Jesse had against me. I think that maybe Jesse was intimidated by me. I have absolutely no idea what his beef with me was. When I walked into the house, or when Jesse walked in the house, he was very vocal toward a few people that I looked amazing on camera, and I'm not a Jesse fan. I'm not lying about that. I just didn't really like him last year. I'm a huge Big Brother fan. I followed the show. Didn't really like him, so it's kind of like he started off on negative grounds when it came to me. I never really liked him too much. I don't know, but yeah, Jesse definitely didn't like me. When Ronnie lied, again, I think it's 12 times Ronnie lied to me in the house. When he made up the whole Russell thing, I immediately ran in and grabbed Ronnie. I grabbed Russell and I grabbed the whole green room, which is always Lydia, Shima, Kevin, that little group. I grabbed them and I brought them outside and I said, you know, you saw it. I laid my cards on the table, said, not lying, take it or leave it. I know I'm going home this week. You guys can believe me or not. I'm going to let you know before I leave. I swore on everything important to me, and I would never ever do that if I was lying. I may look you in your eye and lie, but I'm not going to swear on my family's life and lie. And they believed me, and it felt amazing. I was so sure that everybody knew he was a rat. I was so sure everybody would send him out after me. It was kind of one of those, he sunk my ship, so I was going to make freaking sure before I left I sunk his ship. But you know, now, today, finding out that people went up there in his little rat hole and kissed his butt, I'm kind of like, oh, I'm hoping they go through with the plan and backdoor him this week. I would think, just looking at the big picture, I would think Jesse will probably target 2 easy targets, maybe 2 people that don't talk to him much or worship the ground he walks on. Maybe he'll go after them and just pray they don't win the veto so he doesn't have to go after Ronnie. Because Ronnie is more loyal to Jesse than anyone in the house, and I think Jesse still knows that. So I'm not sure. I think it would honestly be in anybody's benefit to get Ronnie out of there, but I'm not, now that Jesse has the power, I'm not really dead set on thinking the backdoor plan will still go through. Keeping my fingers crossed, I'm hoping more than anything, but you know, it's kind of 50-50 right now. It was really difficult being on the block against Jordan, not only because she's my best friend in the house, but also she's very naive about the game. She's very innocent in general, and she's not really a good competitor. So I had no real leg to stand on. It was like, who do we take out? The girl that, and she had Jeff in her corner. Jordan also had Jeff in her corner. So it's like, who do we take out? The girl that's, you know, a really good competitor, knows a lot about the game, or the girl that doesn't know anything about the game, isn't a good competitor, and also has Jeff. She had a lot more friends in the house than I did, because when I came in the house, I really tried to play low-key and didn't really want to, you know, line up with anybody immediately, because you've seen that happen before in the past, and alliances fail quickly. People turn because you don't know anybody. But it's like I waited too long, and by the time I did, people already had alliances, and it was hard to fit in. So it was really difficult being on the block against her. It was hard to campaign against her, but pretty much everybody told me, you know, you're going home. They can't really say that, but they said, you know, I promised Jordan my vote. So there was really, honestly, no campaigning I could really do. Looking back, I wish I would have known more about the Ronnie situation than I did. I never trusted him, but I was just like, oh, that's probably the best move, so I went with the 6-4 plan and tried to send home Shima to try to keep Brayden in our corner, and I think it was a mistake. I always, even before that, the nights before, I don't know what all you guys have shown, but before that I was like, I don't trust Ronnie, I don't trust Ronnie, and Jordan and Jeff were like, no, he's so innocent, you can trust him. I should have gone with my gut. I should have gone with, I know the game, I know how people operate, and I knew he was lying. I should have never trusted him. That's the only thing I would have changed. I think that it will probably be Natalie will be in the final 3. I'm almost sure of it. I think Natalie is really, really smart. I've always thought Natalie was a threat because she's a super good competitor. She's feisty. Everybody loves Natalie in the house. You can't hate her for more than 5 minutes. Even if she screams in your face, you like her again in 5 minutes. She's crazy. She's a crazy competitor. She's good at everything. I mean, even the dang coin counting she's good at. And she's feisty, and she's apparently lying about she has a whole house fooled at how good of a gamer she actually is. So I think that she'll last really, really long. I would be almost shocked if she's not final 2. Probably Jesse, unfortunately. I don't even like saying that. Jesse, I think that he's set up good. He's playing the game a lot differently than last year. I think people are fooled. He has everybody blindsided. I think that he's a good athletic competitor, and I think he's got smart people in his corner to make that side of things work. I don't think anybody's sending him home anytime soon because everybody likes him. All the females in there worship him. And maybe Jeff. Jeff's kind of a wild card, and a lot of people I've said that to are kind of like, eh. But Jeff, even when he pisses people off, he can kind of come back really quick. I refer to him as a comeback kid because, like, he's really charming towards females and males. Like, he really gets on people's good side. You know, he's always picking at himself and joking. He makes people laugh. I think he'll stay around for a while. He's a good competitor, and he's smarter than he leads on. So I think definitely Natalie, Jesse, probably Jeff, unfortunately, you know, with the first 2. I will definitely remain friends with Jordan. Most likely Jeff. I will keep in contact with him. I will probably contact Casey every now and then. I don't really have any enemies in that house other than Ronnie. And Jesse's not an enemy. We just don't really mix well. So other than Ronnie and Jesse, I'll probably still keep in contact with everybody. Unfortunately, I didn't stay in long enough to really get backstabbed or have many enemies in this game.